Have you ever been the person who's always smiling, always making sure everyone else is having a good time, but inside you're struggling? You're anxious, you're restless, maybe even a little overwhelmed, but nobody really knows because you don't let them see it. Sounds familiar? Well, then you, my friend, need a few drops of Agrimony. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what Bach Flower Remedy Agrimony is, who is it for, and how it can help you finally stop running from your emotions and actually find some inner peace. Now, who needs Agrimony? There is a classic Agrimony personality, the one who's always fine, no matter what. The first to crack a joke, but the last to admit they're struggling. Always distracting themselves, scrolling, working, socializing, maybe even having a sugar addiction, alcohol or cigarettes. Because slowing down means facing what's really going on. They feel restless at night with a mind racing. They can't switch off. You know that person who's always the life of the party, the one who lifts everyone else up. That is Agrimony. They never let you see them sweat. But what you don't see is that when they're alone, their brain won't shut up. They're battling anxiety or overthinking everything and avoiding dealing with it by staying busy. If that sounds like you, keep watching. The Agrimony type, the smiling mask. The Agrimony type is the person you least suspect of carrying emotional burdens. They are the ones who lit up a room with their presence, who always have a joke ready, who make sure everyone else is happy all the time. Yet, deep inside, they are fighting battles they rarely, if ever, share. They fear confrontation, discomfort, and their own pain. And instead of facing what's truly troubling them, they distract themselves with busyness, humor, or constant social engagement. The hidden struggles of Agrimony. The hidden struggles of Agrimony, the life of the party. They are the friend who's always up for a night out, who laughs the loudest, who can turn any moment into a joke. But after the party, when the doors close and the music stops, a very deep loneliness or anxiety lingers. A restless mind, sleepless nights, their days are full of distractions, work, socializing, entertainment, but when the world quiets down, their thoughts start racing. They may struggle with insomnia, tossing and turning as their suppressed emotions claw their way to the surface. Avoidance through addictions to numb their inner turmoil. They may turn to alcohol, overeating, excessive scrolling, or any form of escapism. Anything to avoid stillness, because stillness means facing themselves. Peacekeeper, even at their own expense. They avoid conflict at all costs. They'll say it's fine, even when it's not. They will suppress their real opinions and go along with what others want just to keep the peace, even if it makes them miserable. The Agrimony Archetype. The jester with a heavy heart. The jester archetype in mythology and storytelling mirrors the Agrimony personality. Jesters, comedians, and performers have been historically the ones to bring laughter, yet many of them hide deep personal struggles beneath their joyful facades. Modern examples: Robin Williams, a beloved comedian who brought joy to millions, but privately battled depression. Or Jim Carrey, known for his humor but has spoken openly about his struggles with inner pain and existential questions. These people can often be sarcastic or quick-witted, always deflecting with humor, yet deeply insecure and struggling with abandonment issues. How Agrimony helps. What does it do? Well, it gets you to stop running from your emotions. It helps you feel safe expressing what's really going on, instead of bottling it up. It brings a sense of peace so you don't feel like you always have to be on. I can speak from my own experience. When I was in my mid-20s, I was always out with my friends at night. I was always laughing the hardest and having a lot of fun, really. I went out almost every night. It was almost as if I didn't really realize it. I hated living at home, I hated my job, and I tried to be away from home as much as I could. And then, so I had to work until 10 in the evening, and after work, I went out until 5 or 6 in the morning in some marginal bar in Genk. And then I just woke up right before going to work, went to work, and repeating it. And somehow I knew, but I was just happy to have fun at night and to go out. Now, Looking back further in my childhood, I also really had a tough upbringing, but I was a clown of the class. And at that time, I had no idea. At home, it was hell and I needed help. But I can assure you that even my closest friends didn't know. Did I do that on purpose? No, I just think I didn't really want to hear about some more misery, I suppose. But of course, now, so many years later, I can really look back and see what was really going on. The emotional depth of Agrimony. Imagine a woman called Sophie. She's the friend who checks in on everyone, the one who makes sure nobody feels left out. She's the one who always says, hey, don't worry about me, I'm fine. But at night, she feels very empty. She struggles to put into words why she feels so disconnected. Reminds me. Why she sometimes drinks just to silence her thoughts. She wants to be real with people, but the fear of being a burden keeps her silent. Reminds me as well. Or picture Daniel, the hardworking entrepreneur who always seems happy and successful. He thrives in social settings, but when he's alone, he's paralyzed by self-doubt. He avoids hard conversation, keeps himself constantly busy, and turns to mindless entertainment to escape his thoughts. He knows something is off, but he doesn't know how to sit with his own emotions. Both Sophie and Daniel desperately crave inner peace, but are terrified of facing their own feelings. How Agrimony helps. Agrimony acts like a gentle invitation to stop running. It doesn't force emotions to surface in a painful way, but it rather creates a safe environment for authenticity. And over time, it allows the person to feel comfortable expressing how they truly feel. It helps find peace without needing to escape through distractions. And it helps to become more self-aware and willing to acknowledge their deeper emotions. It helps to sleep better because your mind is no longer running from unresolved worries. The transformation of Agrimony. From the smiling mask to the genuine soul, that is the journey of Agrimony. When someone takes Agrimony, they gradually become more at ease with their own emotions. They learn that true peace comes not from avoidance, but from embracing their whole self, including their pain. They become the kind of person who can still laugh, still bring light to others, but this time from a place of wholeness, not suppression. How to use Agrimony, so how to take it. You take 4 drops 4 times per day in water or under the tongue, whatever works for you. Now, that is when you use a treatment bottle. When you work with a stock bottle, never use it straight under the tongue. Just put 2 drops in a glass of water and drink it throughout the day. This remedy pairs very well with white chestnut for racing repetitive thoughts or mimulus for known specific fears. What to expect? No, it won't hit you like caffeine. It's very subtle. One day you'll realize that you're just handling things differently. You're not running from emotions. You're sitting with them and you're dealing with your problem. You're also more open and honest about your feelings, so the chances are that you'll just feel more relief from letting it out a little bit. And maybe you'll even find you got some good advice from people around you, or help, or people show you that they're kind to you, and that too is very valuable. The biggest change is that you stop needing to distract yourself all the time. You stop putting on a show. You get to just be you, and that is powerful. Quick recap. Agrimony is for people who hide their struggles behind a smile. It helps with emotional honesty, self-acceptance, and peace of mind. Works over time, helping you stop running from yourself. Does this like you? Drop a yes in the comments if you can relate. And if you're curious about other Bach Flower remedies, well, there's plenty more to come. And hey, if you want to know more about Bach Flower Remedies as a beginner, grab my free beginner's guide. I also offer a course where you can turn your stress into strength using Bach Flower Remedies. As a beginner, no prior knowledge needed. Check it out and see you in the next video.